Earlier today, Microsoft made some big announcements as they launched the first of what will likely become a multi-showcase event, that being the Developer Direct Showcase. There's a lot to go over here, so let's get right into it. Prior to the showcase, Microsoft announced that a classic game is finally getting released on Game Pass. GoldenEye 007 will become available on January 27th. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I still have my Nintendo copy of the game, and I play it from time to time. If you have never played this game, it is fantastic for its time, and still well worth playing. The showcase started off with Mojang Studios presenting Minecraft Legends.
Hello, I'm Dennis Reese, executive producer of Minecraft Legends, and today we'd like to give you an insider's look at how we're building the PvP multiplayer experience for the game. Minecraft Legends is a new action strategy game set in a lush, dynamic world. It introduces epic storytelling, and you can form alliances with new and familiar Minecraft mobs to stop the invading piglins.
Minecraft Legends will let you play the story-driven campaign as an online co-op experience together with your friends. And it will also feature a PvP gameplay mode where two teams with up to 4 players each works to destroy the opponent's team space. The game will support cross-platform play and online matchmaking.
In order to create the best possible experience, we've partnered with Blackbird Interactive to develop the game. And it's been wonderful to see their commitment and focus on the Minecraft universe.
It's so much fun to be working with Mojang Studios on Minecraft Legends.
Here at Blackbird Interactive, we have a talented team of developers who are using our background in strategy games to bring a new and exciting experience to the Minecraft universe.
We're super excited to share more details about PvP gameplay.
There are some really cool features that make PvP unique.
First off, players share their army and resources with their team. This means that individual players aren't able to win on their own. They must cooperate to be successful.
Communication is really important, and you can sort of really tell the teams that gel together because they naturally form roles at the beginning of the game, and as soon as we start, you're off collecting, I start building. We have our favorite roles, but we change them up.
Also, the world in PvP is procedurally generated, just like it is in campaign. This means that each PvP session is different than the last.
That it's different every time you play, depending on how the map is generated, where the valleys are, the mountains are, where the secrets are, where the towers are.
As we just saw, this is an entirely new look and feel for the Minecraft franchise. PvP has always been able to be done in the multiplayer setting, but this is a much larger scope. I love the way they are doing this, and it is going to breathe new life into the well-established franchise. We also got an official release date for this game. Minecraft Legends will release on April 18th, and pre-orders are available right now. If this is the game you have been waiting for, then now is the time to order your copy. The next presentation came from Turn 10 Studios, who gave us more from the next Forza Motorsports game.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris Sasaki, and welcome to Turn 10 Studios. The team is hard at work bringing you the next generation of Forza Motorsport, built from the ground up to take advantage of the Xbox Series consoles. This is the most technically advanced racing game ever made. Today, I'm joined by some of our amazing team members to show you how we are making it look real, sound real, and feel real. This is Forza Motorsport.
At launch, Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars for you to collect, race, and customize with more than 800 unique upgrades. This includes over 100 new to motorsport cars, the most modern race cars we've ever featured on our roster. Racing is violent. It's a battle on the racetrack. The advancements in our physics model are greater than Forza Motorsport 5, 6, and 7 combined. This makes our driving experience more fun and rewarding in the way the car accelerates, corners, and brakes. Our materials and shaders are built from the ground up at higher resolutions and optimized for a cutting-edge ray tracing experience. Our paints are sourced using a spectrophotometer to capture multiple data points of light behavior on a surface. This yields a paint model that has a much more realistic light response across color, metal flake, and gloss. Damage and dirt buildup is unique to each car. It's now contextually aware and more localized. We simulate paint thickness, chipping, and directionality. Dirt accumulation is more realistic, gathering more in the low-pressure areas like recesses and alcoves. These innovations tell the story of the work you put into a race and reflects the marks and battle scars of motorsport.
Forza Motorsport has always pushed the boundaries with each version of the game, and this one will be no different. It truly looks amazing. The only problem here is we still don't know when it will be releasing. The only thing we do know is that it will release this year. Now, if I were to place a bet, I think Forza will release after E3, probably in July or August. Given that they were either unable or unwilling to commit to a date during the showcase, that tells me we have a ways to go still. So, for me, I'm leaning toward August for the release date, with pre-orders starting in July. Now, this next segment shocked us all. Tango Gameworks came out with a bombshell showcasing its latest game titled Hi-Fi Rush.
I'm Shinji Mikami, studio head at Tango Gameworks. Thank you for all your support over the years.
And I'm John Johannes, director on Hi-Fi Rush.
Chill out! It'll be fine! Our core!
まあね、このゲームを僕が作ってたらもう全然違うゲームになったと思う。だけどこういうゲームがね、生まれて本当に良かったね。
So everyone thinks of us as putting out horror games like The Evil Within or spooky games like Ghostwire Tokyo, but this is clearly something totally different. And if this game hasn't already leaked, fingers crossed, we hope it's a pleasant surprise.
Let's have some fun.
まあ僕はね、本当に新しいものができて未だにワクワクしてるよ。
お、でもチームもみんなそう思ってますよ。So we've been waiting for this for a long time. So let's jump in and explain exactly what Hi-Fi Rush is. Hi-Fi Rush is a rhythm action game, so it's a bit of a twist on your traditional action game. Here, your moves and attacks help create a living soundtrack. That means all your flashy moves, stylish and devastating combos add a layer to the music. The more you flow with the beat, the better you can connect your attacks and abilities. You are in total control during combat, but everything you do syncs up like an awesome music video. That's Hi-Fi Rush. You play as Chai, a wannabe rock star and victim of a weird corporate experiment that lets him sense the rhythm of the entire world pulsing to the game's soundtrack. As you can see, the beat moves the world around you and is the key to combat.
You looking for me?
Your attacks will automatically sync to land on the beat, making Hi-Fi Rush a super easy game to start playing. However, attacking on the beat leads to combos that end with a musical countdown we call a beat hit. Think a big cymbal crash at the end of a drum solo, like this. Landing beat hits unleash a combo finish that adds unique musical flair and high damage attacks.
And the crowd goes wild!
Chai! Chai! Chai!
Oh, anyone see the guy that did this?
How about we see it all in action?
Bring it on.
never restrained by the music. You can jump, dodge, parry, and attack whenever you want, using whatever attacks you want. It's not about mashing buttons. The key here is feeling the beat. Your progress isn't blocked by missing the beat, but you get rewarded musically and mechanically for staying in rhythm. When we say everything moves to the beat, we mean it. Enemy attacks, cutscenes, dangerous obstacles, you name it. It all syncs to the music, creating an ongoing jam session of a game. To help out is 808, your robot cat companion who literally hovers over your shoulder and helps you find that rhythm. But we also have visual guides to help you even more. We want you to be able to enjoy Hi-Fi Rush, whether you're a Rhythm Pro or not.
I look so cool doing this.
Chai also gets by with a little help from his friends. Literally.
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
Chai will team up with unlikely allies who expand his repertoire of moves both in and out of combat. There's Peppermint breaking barriers and juggling enemies, along with Macaron smashing enemy armor and knocking back enemies. Tag teaming with Chai's partners and attacks opens up huge possibilities for dynamic combos and over-the-top action.
That's not bad.
The extra help is handy, because when you're not fighting, you're going to be running around and wreaking havoc all over Vandelay's corporate headquarters, where everything is trying to take you down. You and your partners have a singular goal in mind: taking down the bosses of Vandelay Technologies. Besides wanting to erase Chai for being a defect, it seems they've got something a little bit more sinister on their corporate agenda. You'll fight through each department to take them all on, each level with their own musical spin on the rock genre. And then we have a showdown.
So let's get ready to crumble.
Boss battles are climactic set pieces, varying from straight-up fights and musical minigames to chase sequences. Custom choreographed to licensed music from amazing artists. Hi-Fi Rush is like nothing we've made at Tango before. And we think it's like nothing you've ever played before either. It's a high-energy, feel-good rhythm action experience that's amazingly satisfying to play.
Whew. Pretty rock star move, Chai.
Wow! What a way for Tango Gameworks to come out on. Even though this is not my kind of game, I suspect it will be very popular nonetheless. This was a ballsy move too. This game had absolutely no marketing outside of this showcase, and it released today, shortly after the showcase ended. I knew Tango Gameworks was working on another game, but I had no idea it was this one, and that it was going to release right away. Hi-Fi Rush looks great, and if it's something you might like, then the good news is, you don't have to wait for it. It's available right now. The next studio was ZeniMax Online Studios, and they came out to talk about the next big update for ESO.
Welcome to Hunt Valley, Maryland, and the headquarters of ZeniMax Online Studios. You just saw a cinematic teaser for The Elder Scrolls Online's next chapter. I'm pleased to reveal ESO Necrom, which will launch in June and is shaping up to be one of the best updates to the game ever. If you watched the teaser closely, you saw that Necrom will include one of the most requested features in ESO, a new playable class called the Arcanist. It's only our third new class since launch, and we know you're going to love it. The Arcanist wields magic influenced by forbidden knowledge and has unique abilities never before seen in this world. Of course, the experience of exploring a new area of Tamriel is the heart of every ESO chapter. Necrom will unfold in Eastern Morrowind, not seen in an Elder Scrolls game since 1994, where you will meet new characters and enemies, reunite with some old friends, and explore a story based around the return of a well-known Daedric prince you just might remember from the Dragonborn Skyrim DLC. For those of you new to ESO, we release a new expansion called a chapter every year. Chapters are essentially standalone games in ESO that let you adventure in a new region of Tamriel. But you don't have to wait for the Necrom chapter to jump in. We've got so many amazing experiences you can enjoy right now. If you love games like Skyrim and Oblivion, you'll feel right at home amongst the thousands of stories unfolding across every region in ESO. And as anyone who's played a classic Elder Scrolls game knows, it's all about those feelings when you're fully immersed in the world.
ESO is quite possibly the best online multiplayer game on the market, and this showcase hit all the talking points for that game. Some of you may be wondering why this part of the showcase felt kind of like an ad read. Well, it kind of was. This showcase was meant to draw attention to the game, one that has been around for a very long time now. However, the real reason they didn't get too much into the big update for this game is because they already had a showcase for the update planned, and it was taking place right after this showcase was completed. They did, however, let everyone know exactly when this update is releasing, on June 5th for PC and June 20th for Xbox. The next major update is being released for ESO. You might be asking, why the different dates? Well, it is because the Xbox version of the release is getting a next-gen update specifically for the Xbox. PC kind of already gets this by default, but the console version of the game is a bit different. All in all, I have to say ESO has something for everyone, no matter what Elder Scrolls game is your favorite. This next update will bring more from the Morrowind side of the house, so that is going to be exciting for many of you. Last but certainly not least was Arkane Studios presenting Redfall.
Something evil is swallowing up this place bit by bit. Nobody ever believes things can get this bad until it happens. Then, it's too late. But there are people who can fight back.
Stick together! Eyes up!
Welcome to Redfall, Massachusetts, where the calm seas and sunny skies have been eclipsed by a legion of vampires. Redfall is a story-driven shooter at its heart, which can be played single-player or co-op with up to 4 players. Choose your hero, each with their own unique abilities, and form the perfect vampire-slaying squad to take back Redfall's haunted streets.
At Arkane, we make games where the world itself is as important as the characters. With Redfall, we take an exciting step forward, building a lovingly detailed open world to deliver our largest setting ever. Every inch of our open world is carefully handcrafted and packed with environmental storytelling. Explore the streets of a quaint island town, from the once bustling downtown to the haunted forest to the decimated seaside boardwalk and gorgeously detailed landmarks. But it's not all danger all the time. There are safe places on the island where you can rest up, chat with survivors, and resupply. Here we're at the fire station, one of your home bases. This is one place you'll receive missions from survivors.
There's something I need you to do. The old lighthouse in the bay. It's been used for over a century to keep boats away from the coastline. If we turn it back on, it's a warning to anyone trying to come to Redfall right now. Easy, right? Well, the lighthouse keeper's a real asshole. Joined up with those cultists and took the damn lamp with him.
Go on, Bird.
Here's a vampire known as the Shroud. Shrouds blanket the area in darkness, disorienting their prey. They hurl lethal projectiles and can even shift through the floor to avoid damage.
Bugging out.
The lighthouse is back up, but there's more waiting for you. Taking down vampires angers the vampire gods, who will summon the Rook to take you down.
Let's transition to what you'll find outside of the main story missions. There's so much waiting for you. Redfall is filled with encounters that can pop up anywhere, like this brewery that's fallen under cultist control. Save the locals from being offered to the vampires. Like our past games, you can approach a mission in many different ways. Always be ready to improvise. Remy uses her combat robot Bribon to help distract and eliminate the cultists.
We got him, Bribon.
Everyone's safe. Let's move on. Exploring Redfall will take you beyond the bounds of reality as you investigate otherworldly psychic spaces to unravel the vampire's secrets. Take this vampire nest. These deadly layers change each time you step inside. Jacob sends out his raven to tag the enemies below. Dev follows up with his teleporter, instantly closing the gap. To destroy a nest, you have to take out its heart, and all of the vampires willing to die to protect it.
Horrible way to die.
Stirring, the life! I woke them up! Just one bite. What just happened?
Now escape the nest before it comes crashing down.
It'll collapse any second.
Nests aren't the only psychic spaces. You'll find dangerous pockets all over the island. It's all vampire turf, so tread carefully.
Gotcha!
This showcase revealed so much more of the gameplay and story. I was already excited for this game, and now I'm even more excited. The world is big, open, and has a lot of diversity of environments. Your character is customizable, and what you choose will affect how the game feels. Hands down, Redfall stole the show and gave us much more than I expected we would get. Lots of actual gameplay, even if it was cleverly cut up into bite-sized chunks. We also got confirmation on what we already knew, that being the release date. Redfall will release on May 2nd and is available for pre-order now. So with all of that being said, let's talk about Starfield. While Starfield was not at this showcase, we do know there is a showcase being worked on, and we will be getting that soon. This begs the question of when will Starfield release? Well, here is what we know. We have major release dates given in this showcase. Minecraft Legends in April, Redfall in May, and The Elder Scrolls Online in June. April, May, June. That brings me back to my original prediction of March. Yes, you heard me. I said it. March. I have been saying this for some time now, and now that we know the release dates for all these other games, March makes even more sense than it ever did. Plus, with Microsoft willing to take a risk with Tango Gameworks allowing them to release a game the same day it is announced, gives us even more reason to believe that this very well could be the case. I've said it before, I believe the Starfield showcase will take place in February, and I believe they will announce the official release date to be in March, with pre-orders starting right after the showcase. The evidence is there for us to see. You might call it wishful thinking. I call it deductive reasoning. If I'm wrong, then so be it, but I don't believe that I am. Todd Howard has said many times that he wants the release date to be as close to the announcement as possible, and if Microsoft is willing to let Tango Gameworks get away with it, why not Bethesda Game Studios? I realize that Hi-Fi Rush is a much different and smaller game. It isn't going to be the platform driver like Starfield is going to be, but that doesn't mean that it won't get a short marketing push. Keep in mind, Starfield has been in the public eye for years now. There really isn't much more marketing that needs to be done. Most of the people are aware of Starfield on some level, and you better believe that Microsoft will give it a huge push once the date is revealed. I think that this is why the standalone showcase is being done, and it will be the first part of that push. Trust me, this is how it's going to go down, and we are very close to finding out if I am right or not. I don't have any inside information or anything like that, but I'm telling you, my gut is generally right, and this is what my gut is telling me now. At any rate, this showcase was pretty good and well worth watching. Links to both the Developer Direct and the ESO standalone reveal are in the description below. Do you think that I am right about the Starfield release? Was there something in the showcase that got you excited? Let me know what you thought in the comments below. While you're at it, like, subscribe, and share. And as always, I'm just glad you stopped by, and I'll see you in the next one.